In today's hustle and bustle and endless distractions, pulling you in a million directions, do you ever question if there was a time when things were easier and life was, for the most part, enjoyable? Do you long to live authentically and thrive in harmony with the world around you? Well, in today's episode, we're diving into the lessons that nature can teach us about discovering our true selves and living life in flow. This episode is dedicated to all the amazing women out there who know that they are capable of so much more and are ready to embark on a journey of self discovery and transformation. Welcome to Rise and Transcend, your go to podcast for personal growth and self improvement. I'm your host, Michelle O'Donnell. And in this podcast, I'll share with you tools that have helped me deal with stress and overcome anxiety. Also, I'll help you shift your mindset so that you can shed those beliefs that are no longer serving you so that you can live a happier, more peaceful life. I'm so happy that you're here. Let's dive in. Earlier in my life, I used to fight through every day. I fought myself, my mind, my ideas, society, friends, and family. I fought to be the best mother possible. I fought to keep the house spotless. I fought to always be perfect and be a shining example. To whom, I don't know because nobody ever noticed me. I had a plan for every day and fought to follow it through meticulously. But as life goes, there was always something that messed it up. I would get so irritated, but I would try again the next day, only to have the same thing happen over and over every day. I tried all kinds of strategies. It never worked because I had 4 children and a husband who would not fall in line with me. Or was it because I wasn't in the flow of life? So my plans never did work out. My rigidness caused a lot of problems, such as anxiety, depression, panic attacks. And then my health started declining. I couldn't keep up with the housework anymore, and this would drive me even crazier. I was going through a tough time with anxiety, and I was missing too much work when I finally broke down and decided to listen to a coworker. She was always talking about energy and healing every chance she could get. So I ignored her for years because of my rigid religious beliefs. So after years of hearing her, I finally relented in my exhaustion, not exhaustion over her, but my own exhaustion, because something had to give. I tried it all my way and it was not working. And I was at the point where I was ready to listen. I was so far down that there was nothing else to do but listen to her because she was offering that healing that my soul knew that it needed to heal. So the universal energy from Reiki was just the gentle healing that I desperately needed. The energy flowed into every cell of my body, and my mind opened up to so many possibilities. Eventually, I was practicing meditation and learning new universal concepts, as well as quote unquote Wiccan beliefs. But it wasn't until I joined a quote unquote druid group that I began to sync my body's rhythm with that of the natural world. I began to listen to the wisdom of our Mother Earth, nature, and the lessons that she has to teach us. This changed my life and taught me to live in the flow. The flow of nature. The flow of nature is perfect for the flow of our minds and bodies. In fact, it's just what our bodies need. It needs to sync with the natural energy and the rhythms and the vibrations from the earth. In fact, all living things thrive with being in sync with our mother. So before we get into the 3 lessons that nature teaches us, let's take a moment to hear from our sponsor of this podcast, Our Sanctuary, which is my monthly membership program that offers support, mindfulness practices, and tools to handle everyday life and stress. In today's fast-paced, stress-filled, technology-driven world, it's easy to feel disconnected from both mind and body. Our membership program is designed to bring balance back into your life, offering weekly themes, video messages, affirmations, tips, journaling, meditation, breathwork, and most importantly, a supportive community. Join my monthly membership program, Our Sanctuary, to reconnect, heal, and thrive every day. Visit my website at michelleodonnell.net/our-sanctuary. Can't wait to see you there. Welcome back to the podcast, where we are just getting into a few lessons that nature has to teach us. Nature is a magnificent teacher, offering us endless wisdom if we only take the time to listen. As we explore these lessons, think about how they resonate with your journey and aspirations. Let's start with a simple truth. Just like nature, you are constantly growing and evolving. You're forming new beliefs and ideas about how the world works. And sometimes we get impatient thinking that we want to be done with this phase of resting and taking in knowledge. We just want to be at that destination already. Have you ever felt like this? Let me know in the comments below. I know that I have felt impatient in my life, and sometimes I still do. I feel like I know enough now, so let's just get on to the next phase. But I have had to learn that we are never done learning and taking in knowledge. I've also learned that the enjoyment is in the journey of life. It's being in the present and in the state of learning that we find the most pleasure. And we just have to trust that journey wherever it takes us and whatever pace it's at. So let's think about what we can learn from a tree out in nature. Trees don't rush their growth. They take their time. Sometimes it takes decades before they reach full growth, standing strong and rooted, reaching for the sky at their own pace. Imagine yourself as a tree. Are you allowing yourself the space to grow, or are you trying to rush through life, fighting against the natural rhythm? Embrace the idea that you could be both grounded and expansive. Allow yourself to reach new heights without losing touch with the roots. This balance is where your true self flourishes. Also, remember, cutting yourself off from inspiration actually interferes with your growth. So keep yourself open to possibilities along the way. Let me know if you come up with any other lessons that the tree has to offer us. Now let's think of water. What can flowing water teach us? Consider the flowing water of a stream. It navigates around obstacles with grace and persistence, carving its own path through the landscape. Like the stream, living in flow means adapting to life's challenges without resistance. It's about finding creative solutions and expressing your unique voice, just as water shapes the rocks that it encounters. Ask yourself, what are the rocks in your path, and how you can flow around them instead of pushing against them. Embrace the idea that every challenge is an opportunity to express your creativity and experiment with new approaches. This is also how you can be a creator of your own life. Not only can you create a new life, but you can also create a new one in the container that you find yourself in. How will you create that? What will you change? What does that look like? Another powerful lesson from nature is the cycle of seasons. There are many different cycles, and they all teach us something profound. You've heard of the saying, "For everything there is a season"? Well, it's true. If we learn to live seasonally, it takes a great deal of pressure off of us, and we can begin to live life in the flow. Just as the earth moves through spring, summer, fall, and winter, we too experience seasons of change. These cycles remind us that it's natural to rest, rejuvenate, and prepare for new growth. Embrace the season you are in, knowing that each phase has its purpose. What season are you in right now? Are you planting seeds of new ideas, enjoying the fruits of your labor, or resting and reflecting? Acknowledging where you are helps you live authentically and thrive in every phase of your life. It is my honest opinion that women have a secret power that lies within them, that is working with our Mother Earth. We are naturally in sync with her and can feel her vibrations. We have that innate respect for life and nurturing that life, and are honored to work with her. We are natural healers and instantly use our knowledge of plants and elements to heal others. In today's world, most of that art has been lost, but there are a few of us still around that are trying to preserve this knowledge for future generations, and of course, to help the earth heal. This is the reason that I have created my membership program, the Oracle of the Land. It is designed to help you live in the moment, 1 month at a time, enjoying each season and its wisdom as it's happening in the now. This allows you to actually live in the present and take notice of all that's around you and the energy happening in this moment. It helps you truly enjoy every moment as it's happening, cherishing the exquisite delight of being alive. In my membership program, we will use all of our talents and gifts and gain knowledge of nature, its seasons, and how to pattern that in our own life for maximum contentment and joy. It's a monthly program, and a framework will be provided to help you learn and grow. And of course, you are free to choose which framework to use. It's a community of women supporting women on our journey to ourselves and our relationship with nature. You get all this and more for only $11 a month. Where else can you get a deal like that? You can actually change your life for less than a takeout lunch. Nature has plenty to teach us if we only take the time to listen. So go visit my website at www.michelleodonnell.net/Oracle of the Land. And Oracle of the Land has dashes between them. A link will be in the description below, so go check that out. So to all the incredible women listening today, remember that like nature, you have everything you need within you to grow, to thrive, and express your true self. Take inspiration from the world around you and let it guide you on your journey. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and share it with someone who might benefit from these natural insights. Until next time, embrace the flow of life and keep thriving. And remember to stay curious, stay powerful, be supportive, and keep rising. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Rise and Transcend. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, comment, and leave a review. Keep your spirits high, your mind sharp, and never stop chasing those dreams. See you next Monday.